See this line? Has your business revenue plateaued and then dipped like this, and then no matter what you've tried, it just hasn't come back up? If you're a coach or a consultant experiencing a dip in sales, it's likely due to something I call the symptom-solution misalignment, and I'm going to show you how to fix it so sales start coming back up. In my 15 years of marketing experience helping coaches and consultants market themselves and grow their businesses, I really see this dip regularly. And usually it occurs when they're trying to scale and reach more people outside of their warm network. Business is usually really good right here when people are buying, referrals are coming in, and there's some kind of traffic source that's bringing people in. But more often than not, that traffic source dries up or something changes. Maybe the coach has gone through their entire network of warm audience people and members, or maybe they've changed partners, or a platform they used to use isn't available anymore or something, but they're forced to go out and try and convert colder audiences. And this is really where this plateau starts. Some sales still come in, but then they trickle off the colder the audience gets. Then obviously the warm audience is just completely finished, and then the dip really starts. Then the coach finds out they can't convert cold audiences like they thought they could, and they realize they've got a huge problem, and then they just start throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall to try and get sales going back up again. There's a couple things going on here that you need to understand if you want to bring sales back up. Number one, the warmer the audience is, the more trust you have with them and the more grace they'll give you when you pitch your offer. Either you've nurtured them and built a relationship so they trust you, or you've borrowed trust and authority from whomever referred you. Either way, the colder the audience, the less of this you have. So when you pitch a cold audience with messaging and a pitch that isn't dialed in to their needs, it can really just fall flat. If they can't connect the dots and they don't trust that you can solve their problem, they won't buy. And number two, in this scenario, I usually see the coach immediately jumping to the solution and pitching from their expert perspective without really building a case for why they can solve this problem. So that's kind of like going to the doctor because your elbow hurts, and then he walks in and he doesn't check you out or ask you any questions, and he just says, hey, you've got a broken knee. You'd be like, no, I don't. My knee is fine. My elbow is what hurts. So even though, let's say you're the doctor in this case, you know what the root cause of their issue is. After all, you're the expert and you know how to fix it. They might not even be aware of the problem, like their knee. They just know they're experiencing the symptoms of having an elbow that hurts. So if you want to bring your sales back up and get out of this valley, here are my recommendations. Number one, dial in your messaging and your pitch so it resonates with cold audiences. If you can't convert cold audiences, you don't really have a business. Number two, meet the audience where they are with the awareness that they have. You have to get out of your expert head and then get down on the ground with your audience and talk about the symptoms that they already know they have. Number three, solve for the symptoms to get them in the door. Then and only then, help them understand the root cause of the symptoms they're experiencing, and then solve them all. And then number four, when you pitch, don't word vomit all the things that you and your offer will do for them. Keep it focused on what they said they wanted, and then just show how what you know and what you do can expedite them getting the result they want. So those are the 4 steps that will help you start to dial in your messaging and your pitch so you can move this back up. And when you pitch, it actually lands with people that you know you can help. And if you want help crafting a pitch that hooks in your audience and converts leads, even from cold traffic, just drop the word pitch in the comments and I'll send you my custom pitch GPT tool that walks you through my framework to create a pitch that lands every time.